One of the most popular methods of catching salmon is by fly fishing. People often use fishing rods with live or artificial bait, such as flies or lures, to attract salmon. When the fish bites, the angler needs to quickly pull up to avoid the fish slipping away. For those who fish with nets, they often use dip nets or trawls to catch salmon in areas where they gather. If you want to delve into salmon fishing techniques, you can refer to the use of artificial flies. This method requires the angler to understand the behavior of fish and choose the right type of fly for the season and area. The best time to fish is usually early in the morning or late in the afternoon, when the salmon are active. Another popular bait for salmon fishing is live bait such as small fish or worms. These baits often attract fish more thanks to their natural scent. In addition, the baiting technique is also very important. The angler needs to cast the bait in deep water or near natural obstacles. To catch salmon effectively, the equipment is very important. A sturdy rod, durable line, and the right bait will make a big difference. Typically, 10 to 20 pounds. Line is used to withstand the power of salmon. Also, the type of hook needs to be carefully chosen to ensure that the fish do not slip. An important technique in salmon fishing is drift fishing, which is fishing while drifting with the current. This technique allows the bait to move naturally, attracting the attention of the fish. When fishing in rivers with current, the angler needs to keep the rod straight and control the depth of the bait to ensure it is in the right position. It is also important to look and feel for bites, as salmon can be light-handed. The ideal environmental conditions for salmon fishing usually include cold, clean water with strong currents. Salmon generally prefer water temperatures between 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, and they often congregate in areas near the shore where there are obstacles such as rocks or vegetation. Time of year is also important. Spring and fall are often the best times to fish for salmon as they migrate to spawn. The best time to fish for salmon is usually in the spring and fall, when they migrate from the sea into the rivers to spawn. In May and June, salmon are usually very active, especially in the early morning and late afternoon. In addition, monitoring natural phenomena such as heavy rain or tides can also help you choose a more effective time to fish. After catching salmon, storage is very important to maintain quality. You should quickly clean the fish by cutting off the head and intestines, then rinsing with water. If you cannot cook the fish immediately, store the fish in an ice chest or refrigerator to keep it fresh. This helps prevent bacteria from growing and maintains the flavor. Salmon can be prepared in many different ways, each with its own unique flavor. One of the most popular methods is grilling. Simply season the fish with salt, pepper, and lemon, then grill over medium heat until the fish is tender and golden brown. Salmon can also be made into sushi or sashimi. Which helps retain the natural flavor of the fish. If you like sauces, you can try making honey-glazed salmon or teriyaki sauce, which creates a blend of sweet and salty flavors. A simple recipe for grilled salmon is to mix honey, soy sauce, minced garlic, and a little olive oil. Rub the mixture evenly over the salmon and let it marinate for about 30 minutes. Then, grill the fish on the grill for about 15 to 20 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius. Until the fish is cooked and golden brown. Serve with green vegetables or rice for an attractive meal. Some great side dishes to accompany grilled salmon include grilled vegetables such as zucchini, carrots, and bell peppers, which provide fresh flavor and attractive color. You can also make a salad with greens, avocado, and balsamic dressing to lighten up the meal. Brown rice or quinoa is also a nutritious option, helping to balance the meal. Some great desserts to finish off a meal with salmon are light and refreshing. A popular choice is a fresh fruit salad, with watermelon, pineapple, and kiwi, which balances the sweet and sour flavors. If you want a warmer dessert, baked apple pie with a touch of cinnamon and vanilla ice cream is the perfect combination. Lemon mousse is also an interesting choice. Providing a refreshing sour taste. Salmon fishing is an exciting activity that requires careful preparation. There are many methods to do it, of which fishing and net fishing are the most popular. When fishing for salmon, people often use a rod with live or artificial bait, dropping it into areas of strong currents where the fish often gather. The time of fishing is also important. Salmon are often active in the early morning and late afternoon, especially in the spring and fall when they migrate to spawn. For net fishing, people use trawls or soak nets, usually in deep water areas. After catching, it is also important to pay attention to preserving fresh fish to maintain quality and flavor. Once salmon is caught, cleaning and preserving is very important. You should quickly clean the fish by cutting off the head and intestines, then rinsing with water to remove impurities. If not processed immediately, salmon should be stored in an ice chest or refrigerator to maintain freshness. Once preserved, the fish can be prepared in a variety of ways. From grilling, pan frying, to making sushi, each method brings a unique flavor, allowing you to enjoy salmon at its best. One of the most popular ways to prepare salmon is to grill it, which gives it a delicious flavor and crispy skin. To grill it, you can marinate the fish with spices such as salt, pepper, garlic, and lemon, then grill it on a grill or in the oven until the flesh is cooked and easy to flake. Salmon is also delicious when prepared as sashimi or sushi, which helps to preserve the natural flavor of the fish. If you like sauces, try making salmon with honey or teriyaki sauce for a richer flavor. There are many ways to catch salmon, each with its own techniques. One of the most popular ways is by fishing, using a rod and live or artificial bait. Fishermen often cast bait in areas with strong currents where salmon congregate. Net fishing is also effective, especially in rivers with strong currents. Dip nets or trawls allow for large numbers of fish to be harvested at once. Another method is to use a boat to fish, allowing the angler to access deeper waters. Each method requires skill and an understanding of fish behavior to achieve the best results in addition to the methods mentioned above. There is also the technique of drift fishing, where the angler drops the bait and lets it drift with the current. This technique allows the bait to move naturally, attracting salmon more effectively. Additionally, some fishermen use special baits, such as artificial flies, to catch fish during sport fishing trips. Timing and weather also play important roles. Salmon are often more active in the early morning or after rains. Understanding these factors will help fishermen optimize their chances of a successful catch. Each method requires patience and skill, making salmon fishing both exciting and challenging. In addition, location selection is also important when it comes to catching salmon. Areas such as river mouths, rocky shores, and waters with strong currents are often where fish congregate. Many fishermen also use modern equipment such as sonar to locate salmon underwater, helping to increase fishing efficiency. Some people also join professional fishing tours, where they are guided by experienced people to learn more techniques and tips. Each fishing trip is not only an enjoyable experience, but also an opportunity to connect with nature and improve your skills. These factors have made salmon fishing an activity that is not only about harvesting fish, but also part of the culture and tradition of many communities. In addition to finding fishing areas, it is also important to comply with conservation regulations. Many areas have limits on the size and number of salmon that can be caught to ensure sustainable stocks. Fishermen often need a fishing license, and some areas require the release of female salmon to protect their reproduction. Furthermore, using environmentally friendly fishing methods, such as not damaging natural habitats, is also an important part of maintaining biodiversity. These conservation efforts not only help maintain salmon stocks for future generations but also contribute to the sustainable development of the fishing industry. In addition, many fishermen and organizations are actively involved in salmon habitat restoration activities. This includes planting trees along rivers, creating conditions for salmon to spawn and grow. Some salmon release projects are also being implemented to supplement fish stocks. These activities not only benefit salmon but also the surrounding ecosystems, helping to maintain a natural balance. In addition, educating the community about the importance of salmon and clean water sources is also becoming increasingly necessary. Classes, workshops and community events are often held to raise awareness about conservation and sustainable development. As a result, salmon fishing is not only a form of entertainment, but also part of efforts to protect the environment and develop the community at the same time. Technology also plays an important role in improving salmon fishing methods. Many fishermen now use devices such as underwater cameras and sensors to monitor salmon behavior and identify more effective fishing areas. The development of mobile applications also helps fishermen monitor weather and tidal conditions, thereby making better decisions about when and where to fish. In addition, the connection between fishing communities through social networks and online forums has created a valuable resource for sharing knowledge and experiences. Fishing enthusiasts can exchange information about locations, techniques and tips, making the community more cohesive. All of these factors not only enrich the salmon fishing experience but also promote the sustainable development of this industry in the future. In addition to technological improvements and community cohesion, the organization of salmon fishing tournaments is also becoming more popular. These events are not only competitive but also promote solidarity and promote the beauty of natural waters. The tournaments often attract a large number of participants and visitors, contributing to raising awareness of environmental protection. In addition, many non-profit organizations are also working to build educational programs for children and adolescents about the value of salmon and water conservation. Activities such as visiting, learning and directly participating in the fishing process help young people better understand the responsibility to protect natural resources. All these efforts together create an environment not only for salmon fishing but also for the sustainable development of ecosystems, ensuring that future generations also have the opportunity to enjoy these interesting experiences. In addition, the development of ecotourism around salmon fishing is also becoming a notable trend. Many river and lakeside areas have tapped into this potential by offering fishing guides, boat rentals and experience tours. This not only provides income for local communities but also encourages environmental conservation, as visitors tend to appreciate nature more when they have direct contact. In addition, local businesses can provide salmon products, from traditional dishes to specialty products, contributing to the promotion of local culinary culture. These products not only serve consumer needs but also create employment opportunities for local people. Ultimately, the combination of conservation, education, technology and ecotourism not only creates a sustainable development model for salmon but also promotes economic development, environmental protection and raises public awareness of the importance of natural resources. This promises a bright future for both fishermen and the ecosystems they depend on. In addition to the economic and environmental benefits, raising awareness about the culture and traditions associated with salmon is also important. Many ethnic communities have their own customs and festivals associated with salmon. From catching to processing and enjoying, preserving these traditions not only helps maintain cultural identity but also provides opportunities for the younger generation to understand and appreciate the heritage of their ancestors. In addition, cooperation between organizations, governments and local communities is essential to ensure sustainable development. Conservation projects can be implemented more effectively when all stakeholders are involved. For example, policies on salmon resource management should be developed with input from fishermen, scientists and local communities. Ultimately, the combination of cultural preservation, economic development and environmental protection will create a comprehensive model for salmon and water resource management, ensuring that both natural resources and communities have the opportunity to grow and prosper in the future. Education and training are key to achieving these goals. Ecology and resource management education programs should be integrated into school curricula to help young people better understand the importance of protecting salmon and their habitats. Field activities, such as field trips and participation in conservation projects, can help students gain real-world experience and develop deeper understanding. In addition, it is essential to encourage scientific research and technological innovation. Researchers can find new solutions to monitor and protect salmon populations, while startups can develop advanced technology to support sustainable fishing. Innovation in this area can not only improve fishing efficiency but also reduce negative impacts on the environment. Finally, building international partnerships is also important. Many regions of the world are facing similar challenges in conserving salmon and their waters. Sharing experiences, knowledge, and technology across countries can create a strong network of support that can help improve the effectiveness of conservation efforts globally. All of these factors combined will create a bright future for salmon. The communities that depend on them, and the ecosystems they inhabit. Another important aspect of protecting salmon is encouraging the development of local conservation projects. Initiatives such as creating marine reserves or building safe passageways for salmon to pass through construction areas can help boost recovery of fish populations. These projects often require active participation from communities, allowing them to feel part of the solution. Additionally, creating incentive programs that reward fishermen for complying with conservation regulations can be an effective way to encourage sustainable fishing practices. Financial incentives or technical assistance can motivate fishermen to adopt more environmentally friendly practices, thereby minimizing impacts on salmon stocks. Finally, organizing events to raise public awareness about the value of salmon and their habitats is also important. These events not only engage people but also provide opportunities for sharing knowledge and experiences across generations. When communities work together to protect natural resources, they create a collective force that helps conserve salmon and is environmentally and socially sustainable. To optimize conservation efforts, it is also important to build collaborative networks between non-profits, governments, and businesses. These relationships can generate the financial resources and expertise needed to implement effective conservation projects. Organizations can work together to conduct research, provide information, and provide technical support to communities, thereby improving the effectiveness of salmon conservation campaigns. In addition, using social media to spread conservation messages is also a powerful tool. Online campaigns can help raise awareness about the importance of salmon and call for public participation in conservation activities. When people better understand the value of this resource, they will be more motivated to participate in conservation activities. Furthermore, implementing monitoring and evaluation programs is also important to track the effectiveness of conservation efforts. This data not only helps improve current projects but also provides valuable information for future plans. With transparency and regular evaluation, communities and stakeholders will feel more confident in investing time and resources in protecting salmon. All of these elements will create a coordinated and effective system that helps protect salmon and preserve their habitat for future generations.